Ice so thick, streets are turning into skating rinks. Sidewalks not much better. And on roads that have become sheets of ice, many drivers, well, they just can't stop. Good evening. First it was the snow, now it's ice and sub-zero temperatures causing problems in Metro Vancouver and the Valley tonight. The deep freeze gripping the region is making getting around treacherous, and many people are asking, where are the city crews? CTV's Shannon Patterson is live in an East Van neighborhood tonight where people are trying to make the best of a dangerous situation. Shannon?
Yeah, they are, Mike. The side streets here around John Oliver Secondary, well, they're basically a solid sheet of ice. And what do you do on solid ice? Well, you go skating.
Street hockey on skates.
Car. Okay, who's going in past?
Is something Vancouverites could only have imagined until today.
I've never done this. I grew up on the East Coast and they still don't do this. Well, because they plow the streets. It's cars!
The unplowed streets of this East Van neighborhood, now an ice rink.
Did you ever think you'd be skating on your street?
Absolutely not. It's totally wild.
And dangerous for drivers.
You'll see cars slide through the intersection here pretty regularly.
And pedestrians.
I know there's some elderly people, in fact, some people living right behind you that had a hard time getting out of their house and walking around, so it's clearly an issue.
You become stranded if you're not, if you don't have good mobility. You know, it's even for me. I'm pretty mobile, and this is dangerous. It scares me.
Frustrated residents took to Twitter begging the city for help.
The city staff are doing everything they can with all the equipment we've got. Literally thousands and thousands and thousands of kilometers of those side streets that would have to be salted and then resalted. Like, it's a very, very difficult situation today.
I don't buy any of the excuses. Put some sand down or do something.
A similar plea in Burnaby, where tires were no match for icy hills.
Since last night, it's been a gong show. Everybody just loses control at the top of the hill, slides down car after car. It's terrible. No one's been around, no salt, no nothing.
On these streets, this might just be the safest way to get around.
Ring in the new year with a little skating. It's fun.
Yeah, I guess people could skate to work or school, Shannon, but seriously, what should residents concerned about those icy streets be doing?
Well, here in Vancouver, the city is actually urging residents to tweet at them, as you saw in the story. And some residents actually are getting a response, city crews saying they will get there as soon as they can. But as you can imagine, they're totally overwhelmed with streets like this. And I can tell you from experience, having driven here, Mike, I don't think I have ever experienced this kind of ice on roads here in Metro Vancouver. It is truly like driving on an ice rink. It is incredibly dangerous. So my advice to everybody is to slow down and take it easy.
All right, good advice. Shannon Patterson live in East Van tonight. Thanks. Well, to the east in the Fraser Valley, strong winds and plunging temperatures have prompted a special weather warning. CTV's Michelle Brunoro is covering that part of the story tonight.
Near the Abbotsford Airport, sections of blowing snow drifting onto roadways as cars make their way through. Snowplows have been working along these streets trying to make travel safe, but some side streets and sidewalks are an icy mess. Unrelenting winter weather making tough temperatures to work in.
Cold. My fingers were cold. I had to put on another jacket, put on another pair of gloves.
The wind's even more fierce on Sumas Prairie, where this farmer was clearing his driveway so feed trucks could get in and out.
It's cold, windy, but we've seen a lot worse.
Dressing for the conditions is crucial. Officials warning of the risk of frostbite for anyone spending time outdoors. For the homeless, that can be hard to avoid.
It is cold. In the mornings, it's very cold. It's bone-chilling cold.
We will have people going around tonight trying to get people in who are outside. We do have an additional extreme weather shelter open this year in Abbotsford.
In Abbotsford, it's believed dozens are sleeping out at night, and even though emergency beds are available, not everyone will seek them out.
A kid who passed out over here is homeless, almost lost his fingers and toes.
As temperatures drop overnight, there's also a warning for drivers.
Whatever looks like it might have loosened up or maybe even melted a little bit is going to be a sheet of ice by the time you get home. You've got to factor all of that in before you venture out.
Because this blast of winter weather isn't over yet.
So, Michelle, I guess the real test is going to be when people head back to work and school tomorrow.
Yeah, that's when the roads will get busy, and that's why police are warning drivers, if you don't have proper winter tires, if you haven't cleared that snow off your vehicle, and if you're not comfortable driving in icy conditions, they're saying to just stay off the road. Police are also saying tonight that even if you're planning to venture out for a short distance, be prepared in case you get stuck, because these wintry conditions here, you can see this wind blowing around. It's a lot colder out here than you might expect. Mike?
Michelle Bernero live in windy Abbotsford tonight. Thanks.